Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Intruder, a slasher released in 1989. Intruder was the first feature directed by Scott Spiegel, who would later direct Hostel 3 and From Dusk Till Dawn 2. But he's much better known as the co-writer of Evil Dead 2 alongside Sam Raimi. He, Raimi, and Bruce Campbell were childhood friends from Michigan who made Super 8 films together as kids.
We all grouped together in high school and did a bunch of movies together, and Scott would make movies in his neighborhood, and I'd work with Sam, and we'd make our own little movies.
That's why he had cameos in a bunch of Raimi films. He was even the original and namesake Scotty in the proto-Evil Dead short, Within the Woods. Spiegel wrote a lot of comedy into Evil Dead 2. Like Raimi and Campbell, he was a massive fan of the Three Stooges. After that film's success, Spiegel wanted to direct something himself, so the band got back together for Intruder. Spiegel didn't have a huge career, but he was a crucial part of Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell's success. Sadly, he passed away earlier this year. I never met the guy, but I'd still like to honor him by looking at the movie that feels the most him, one that he was proud of.
The fact that anybody even remembers this stuff, with all the material and all the movies and all the entertainment, everything that's out there, I feel I'm privileged, I'm lucky.
Intruder is a straightforward slasher that takes place in a grocery store. I love locked in one location movies, like The Mist, You're Next, and Green Room. And a grocery store makes for an excellent setting. The kills utilize the space and are absolutely gnarly, with K&B going all out for their first credit. It includes an all-timer of a kill, which I know I've said a few times, but I always mean it. You'll see. In fact, you'll see all of it because this episode's uncensored. Fuck it. Sorry if it's age restricted. I know that's annoying with the whole ID thing some places have, but I'm trying to honor a man here. Let's show some respect for this thing. How many kills did we have on aisle 9? Let's grab a mop and check them out. The movie begins at a grocery store. You know the place. Shopping carts, cereal. Mates. Walnut Lake Market is staffed by youths and patroned by silly little old men like this one. Actor Emil Sitka worked with the Three Stooges, actually all 6 of them, as the straight man in almost 40 of their shorts. It must have been a blast for Spiegel to have him on set.
Ted and Sam and Scott, you know, they do the corniest jokes ever, you know, and you know, at the first you sit there, you go, what, you know, but then you realize it's a Three Stooges moment, you know, I mean, those guys loved all those.
As the store reaches closing hours, things start to get ominous. Bad guy ominous. Bad guy reflection in the glass door ominous. That bad guy is Craig, ex-boyfriend to cashier Jennifer. He's obsessively trying to get back with her, but coworker Linda don't like the way he's talking to her friend. So he's talking to her friend all wrong. Oh, and like grabbing at her face? And outright grabbing her. This dude got crazy violent in a hurry. The rest of the staff bands together to subdue the son of a bitch. Yeah, knock his block off! Yes, these sound effects. Too bad Craig's got counters and holds off the whole damn payroll until he's able to hit him with a Sam Raimi surprise attack. Run away! Now they've got an angry, violent jerk-off on their hands, and you never want to get that on your hands. They realize they've got to sanitize the store of this threat and set out on a search. Is he there? Or is he up there, Sam? Yep, that's Sam Raimi as Randy the Butcher Boy. 'Twas a lad of but 30 at the time, long before he'd direct the Spider-Man trilogy and movies for Disney and the MCU. Sam's younger brother Ted Raimi plays fellow co-worker Produce Joe. We've seen Ted get smashed by a box and Wishmaster, and soon you'll see him when Zorn covers The Quarry on Kill Count Games. Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell went to college after high school until they dropped out to make The Evil Dead. During all that, Spiegel had to stay home in Birmingham, Michigan to help support his family by working at a grocery store. His time at Walnut Lake Market inspired him to make Night Crew in 1979, a 6-minute Super 8 short that would become Intruder a decade later. In fact, Intruder's original title was Night Crew. The short has since been lost to time, and only these outtakes are available to see what it looked like. When it came time to shoot the feature, they filmed at a grocery store in Bell, California, and made the movie for $130,000. A few thousand were given to the store's manager to let them shoot there while the owner was out of town. Another 1,000 went to 10 tons of spoiled and faulty food to stock the store's empty shelves with. Everyone does a piss poor job finding Craig, because he sneaks up on Jennifer as she's calling the police. He tells her he wants to hear the loudest coins in the world. Like a damn construction site in that pocket. Oh, come on, dude, let her go. She jingled the coins for you. Thankfully, he's stopped by the employees again, and they kick him out. Wait, why'd we have that whole first fight and search party thing? It was pointless. It didn't even help me learn who the characters are, really. It's just like Brunette Guy 1, Brunette Guy 2, Sam Raimi, Ted Raimi, and tall stoner guy named Bib. Or wait, his name is Bub? Oh well, I'm keeping the joke. I only know Linda because that's Renee Estevez, star of Sleepaway Camp 2 on Happy Campers. The store's owners, Danny and Bill, gather up the employees. To make this night even more awesome, they tell them they're out of a job since they're selling the store to the city to be demolished. Everybody's despondent about losing their job, which, yeah, I know sucks, but they're treating it like a career they've had for decades and built families off of.
I miss this old place.
Me too.
Heartless owner Danny is the one forcing the sale with his majority share. Other owner Bill is heartbroken since he's worked there forever and is closer to the employees. He even regales them with a story from his time as a volunteer firefighter. He once tended to an accident with his buddy Parker where the victim lost their head. Parker found it.
And here comes fucking Parker. Walking down 9 miles, swinging the head by the hair in one hand and his hamburger in the other, and he's still eating it!
Dan Hicks is loving this monologue. He was Jake in Evil Dead 2. Also had a small part in Wishmaster. Even though their jobs won't exist soon, the owners make them stay late to mark everything down for clearance. Jennifer tells Linda about Craig. Turns out he wasn't even really her boyfriend. A year ago, she went on a few dates with him, but during one, he got in a fight and killed a guy. Damn, like in front of her? He went to prison, but now he's back, and they're gonna be in trouble. Hey nah. Everyone gets back to work marking down prices and huffing bread. Maybe that's why y'all got bloody noses, which are bleeding red paint. The cops finally show up to ask, what's going on here? But say they can't do anything other than offer future help.
Here's my card. No, that's not my card. That's my card. Yeah.
Another classic comedy actor there, Alvy Moore, who played the self-arguing Hank Kimball on Green Acres. His cop partner is Tom Lester, who was also on Green Acres as farmhand Ebb. It's fun to see old school comedians in this movie, since that corner of pop culture is such a big influence on the Raimi gang. Linda's outside by her car when she sees a silhouette of a man. He grabs her neck and uses a knife to split her like a melon. Nice match cut. Inside, Bill finishes using a giant box crushing machine, which I can't wait to come back to, and then heads outside with a hammer. He comes across Craig creeping out a window and they get into another fight. Hell yeah, does this mean more sound effects? Awesome. Oh, but then Craig rings Bill's bell and knocks him out. Inside the office, heartless co-owner Danny gets attacked by someone who strangles him with their bare hands. Then they push his head towards a note spindle and stabs it in through the eye. Oh yeah! I love his twitchy body hitting the keyboard and his blood dripping onto the light bulb to turn the room red. A lot of this movie is pretty amateur, like the acting and some standard shots in terms of framing and focus, but Spiegel had a really fun creative flair.
Scott does like wastebasket POVs and, mouth POVs, any kind of point of view shot he can do. Phone cord POVs, I mean, anything. Scott had probably the most ridiculous shots I've ever seen.
They're interesting to explore, even if they're not always great. Like what are we doing here? We're inside the phone? Okay, yeah, okay. But even though he was more of a technical director than an actor's one, Spiegel kept a relaxed and collaborative set, encouraging his cast to improvise. Produce Joe is chopping vegetables and listening to his favorite tune. This little fucking jingle is on repeat, man, blasting through Joe's headphones in every one of his scenes. His chopping technique's a little heavy-handed there, especially when it's done to the back of his head by the killer. I love the quick shadow shot, the way the headphones fall apart after being split in half, and the ironic sign as his body drops. He's dragged away and his music slows down like the battery drain. Oh shit, dude, was In a Violent Nature referencing this scene? I don't know. The surviving employees are still going about their jobs. While working, Randy almost eats a briny eyeball, which is gross, but also, damn man, your work snack is green olives? Like wet green olives? Old salty hands. Meanwhile, old Bleedy Nose starts making out with Dave, a guy who's been talking to her, I don't know. They had a scene together earlier. They're spied upon by other dude guy Tim, who really likes what he sees. Oh, gross, man. Hey, come out from behind there. Oh, okay, at least your pants are still on. An open door leads Tim to checking things out and getting a knife in the stomach for his troubles. Oh, that was a blood spray. Aw, but it got all over the beer brand beer. Don't tell Titus. The killer fucks with Bub next, who comes across Tim's body, but doesn't realize he's dead until after denigrating him.
Tim, you look horrible.
Anal itch got you down.
The killer grabs Bub by his Goldilocks and pulls him behind the cans. Friggin' Muscles McGee fireman carries Bub to that oh shit motherfucker yeah box crushing machine. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Yeah, keep screaming, Bub. It won't stop you from getting your head crushed. Yeah, there it is. Oh man, that was a good. Oh, and a final spurt too. Thanks, Intruder. You really shouldn't have. Intruder's incredible effects were done by K&B. Spiegel met Kurtzman, Nicotero, and Berger during Evil Dead 2, where they did special effects under Mark Shostrom. The three of them had just founded their own company, which would go on to be legendary. I can't name how many kill counts K&B Effects has been mentioned in. But even though they had worked on a ton of movies prior to this as individuals, they had a hard time getting hired as a brand new company. Intruder became the first film on K&B's resume, and they basically did the labor for free as a favor to Spiegel, as long as he paid for the materials.
And the blade's gonna go right like that.
Blood everywhere.
Their work was featured in Fangoria before the movie's release, so horror freaks had expectations going in. Unfortunately, Intruder was financed by Charles Band at Empire Pictures right as that Full Moon precursor was going bankrupt. It got sold to Paramount, who killed its theatrical release and cut out all the gore so the VHS would get an R rating from the MPAA. And they cut out a ton, like 5 whole minutes.
At one point, I guess it was almost nonsensical because you didn't know what happened to these characters. They're just gone.
These amazing effects went unseen until a 2005 DVD release. Netflix still had the censored version as recently as the late 2010s. I'm so glad we can enjoy the proper version now. Randy's the next character we see on our screen, so we know he's the next one to die. He's doing inventory when he finds an extra cut, a human hand. The killer grabs him, and after minimal struggle, Randy's hooked, like this were that one game or that one movie. You know, Dead by Chainsaw or Texas Daylight. Loverboy Dave is having an existential crisis in the back.
Randy? Bob?
No, you're Dave. Remember Dave! He finds a pair of boots. Where's the foot? Oh, there's the foot. The feet.
Very funny guys with the pig's feet.
Oh, whew, it's just a pig's feet freak. Further searching reveals a bloody Danny. Wait, that guy's still alive? And a gander through a window reveals a Craig creeping up to Jennifer. Oh, maybe not creeping, more like standing there weirdly still. Like it's not even menacing. He looks uncomfortable. Still, Dave, you should probably do something about that. I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, I guess that's what I thought you said. He tries to climb past Danny, but can't because his blood is all over the place. Thanks, Danny. And seriously, dude.
How are you alive?
Oh, and then the killer drop kicks him out of nowhere. Damn, Dave, you should probably grab that cleaver. No? Don't want to? All right, man, you're lost. The killer single-footedly drags Dave all around until he sets him up for an infamous fucking kill. He turns on a bandsaw and holy fucking shit runs Dave's head straight through it. I saw this young enough to wonder how the hell they faked this, and it still looks awesome, no matter how old you are. This kill was in the original Night Crew short. Kinda. Sam Raimi's head got sawed in half the other way. The K&B guys convinced Spiegel to let them cut the head horizontally, confident that they could make it look good. They put a gelatin head with a core of fake blood through a real bandsaw, and yeah, it did the friggin' trick. It made some crew members cry. Actor Billy Marty said his mom could never see this, and even Spiegel had second thoughts.
I kind of questioned what I was doing at that point. I'm like, this maybe is not really great. Maybe this is wrong. I'm terrified. This is horrible.
Nah, man, it was awesome. Jennifer starts to realize we're an hour into this movie and that everyone else is nowhere to be found. I probably should have paid better attention to your surroundings, Jen. Maybe then you wouldn't be all alone in this place with giant hands and lobsters. Look out, Jen! Ah! She misses or steps on most of the body parts lying around until she runs into Randy hanging around. Oh, damn, dude, still drippy? Okay, time to get this final girl circuit underway. First, she tries hiding near someone's lower half and or the killer from Slacks. Then she fends off the killer's hand with a door and a hook. And a Sam. Sorry, Sam. I don't think she's accomplishing much here. Must be why she says fuck it and runs, sliding down a little chute and into Tim's 2 halves, since he's on sale. Get it? Half off? She also sees Bub's crushed nubs and Produce Joe's body on the conveyor belt. Huh, Joe's not cut up at all. Oh, never mind. He's actually the most cut up. Finally, she sees Dave's head post-date with a bandsaw, and it is a gnarly sight. Wow, this video is so gory. Hope y'all are having fun. When Jennifer finally runs into Craig, she sticks that meat hook in his neck. Nice, Jen, you got him. You survived the night. And you know what? I don't want to speak too soon, but I think you're all alone now.
Who's there?
Oh, spoke too soon. Sorry. From the empty aisles emerges Bill. And shit, he's even got some swag. Maybe that's why Jennifer flees into his arms and misses when Craig comes to. But Craig's not the one to worry about her. Yeah, no, wait, fuck that. Dude's still an abusive creep. But Craig's not the only one to worry about, turns out. Old Billy Boy's the killy boy, which means he's about to chase her down. Or at least his stunt double is. Wait, zoom in. That guy doesn't even have a mustache. Bill catches up to Jennifer and snatches some hair as he explains his motive. He meant to just kill Danny for selling the store, but things escalated from there.
I guess I just got a little carried away.
She fights back with a bottle. A plastic bottle. Okay, never mind. It was glass after all. Whatever. Run away! Hey, stop breaking bottles, Zutu. You're in Michigan. Those are worth 10 cents a piece. Wait, I've never seen a Final Girl circuit where the Final Girl hides herself in a makeshift little fort. I want to go to there. That place looks cozy as hell. But Bill transforms into Zordon to find out where she is, then starts hacking away at her with the cleaver. Oh, come on, Bill. The popcorn didn't do anything. He briefly catches her in the cereal aisle, but this jerk is weak to wheat germ. Jennifer gets to the front door and sees a potential savior, only for this delivery guy to spit out blood thanks to a stab in the back from Bill, who's so blasé about it too. Jennifer hears a noise and yells out, "Who's there?" "Who's there?" Girl, you've been running this circuit for like half an hour. Who the fuck you think is there? No, it ain't Danny, although thank fucking God we can finally put him on the kill count since crazy ass Bill is doing an ice cream man thing with his head. But that's not grenadine. The decapitation gag gives him the chance to make a callback too.
Here comes fucking Parker, walking down 9 miles, swinging a goddamn head by the hair in one hand and his sandwich in the other.
The fucking psycho stops her attack by grabbing the knife blade. Damn, dude. Yeah, bet you're having second thoughts about that one right about now, huh? She runs away again, straight into face-grabbing Craig. Oh, do not make this guy the hero movie. I'd rather root for Bill as he beats the shit out of him with a head. Oh, should have guessed Bill was on the job squad. Jennifer escapes to her car outside, where Linda's body flops out and scares her. And then Bill's hands flop out and grab her. He helps her inspect the car's undercarriage, but when he goes to pull her clear, she stabs him right in the chest with a knife.
Where'd you get the knife?
It ain't important where it come from, it's where did it go. She calls the police again, hoping they'll do better this time around, especially because Bill's still kicking. Dude attacks her in the phone booth and even pushes it over, holy shit. That was a rough stunt for Jennifer's actress Elizabeth Cox, who was dating producer Lawrence Bender at the time. But Spiegel said he cast her because of her scream. She actually took the Scream Queen job seriously, writing down different kinds of screams to keep them varied.
So number 2 is the whistle scream. That's like, Then we had the tarantula scream. Now I hate spiders, so it's like,
I think that's awesome prep work for a Final Girl. Bill's still at it when Craig reappears and hacks at him with a cleaver. Gives him a Jason hand and everything. Then he keeps whacking, even when it's clearly a prop that's not really, doing anything. Craig's still holding the cleaver when the police arrive.
All right, freeze!
Oh, you goddamn right, he's here in the chin. It's Bruce freaking Campbell. You knew he had to show up in a movie by this crew, even if it's just for a quick cameo. Didn't stop them from using his name to market the movie though. Oh, and what's with the VHS cover? It gives away who the killer is. Bruce's fellow cop is this movie's producer Lawrence Bender. This was Bender's first film. Spiegel would later introduce him to Quentin Tarantino, which led to Bender producing Reservoir Dogs. He went on to produce Tarantino's next 5 films and From Dusk Till Dawn, and a ton of other Oscar-nominated and winning films. I'm guessing he's why a few actors from Intruder cameo in Tarantino movies. Bub's actor Burr Steers was Flock of Seagulls in Pulp Fiction, and Tim's actor Craig Stark was in a few of his later films. A still-living Bill croaks to the cops that Jennifer and Craig killed everyone in the store.
We didn't do it! Shut up! Ow!
Damn, Bender with the brutality. Look at what you've done, Bill, you little scamp. The movie ends with the cops starting to make an arrest, and Jennifer screams sucking the camera into her mouth. Whoa! How many kills did I find scanning the runtime of Intruder? Let's find out and get to the numbers. That reminds me of this one time I was about to go film in the numbers void. And here comes fucking Zorin walking through the set, swinging a crepe by the hair in one hand and a Happy Hills hammy in the other, and he's still eating it. 8 people died in Intruder, with the victims consisting of 7 men and 1 woman. That gives us this pie chart, which is available in the bakery aisle. We've seen this count and breakdown twice before, in Spiral from the Book of Saw and Tremors 5 Bloodlines. And with a runtime of 88 minutes, Intruder had a kill on average every 11 minutes even. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Dave. I think it's an all-timer, but what's funny about this movie is I wouldn't disagree if you had a different pick. Lots of great gore in this one. It is shockingly high quality in terms of both effects and creativity. And I'm actually not gonna give out a dull machete for lamest kill. Even Linda's bloodless murder has that fun melon match cut. No points docked here. And that's it. Intruder came out in 1989, sadly direct to video and cut down for an R rating. Thankfully, the version Spiegel wanted us to see eventually made it to DVD. We have a very special episode for you next week. Please make sure you tune in. Although if you're watching the Intruder kill count, I'm sure you are going to anyway. Until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
On April 7th, 2017, the world was hit by the premiere of An Idiot in a Yellow V-Neck. Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. Now, 8.5 years and 499 episodes later, we've seen 5 different sets, 3 different hosts, a whole slew of special guests, and many, 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 many kills. Please give us a number. We've counted zombies, vampires, werewolves, and robots. Killer dolls, killer dogs, killer clowns, and killer killers. We've even counted a big old shark and a stuffed dinosaur. But there's one group of victims we haven't counted yet. Us. That's right. It's time to kill count the kill count. Let's find out and get to the... This week, help us celebrate 500 episodes of the Kill Count by taking a walk down Murder Memory Lane. And it'll be a long walk too, Richard Bachman style. Because don't forget, we've got to show you how it was made. That means a comprehensive history of the show and dead meat. So buckle in. And on Friday, come tally up the victims in your favorite horror YouTube show, The Kill Count, only on Dead Meat. As per usual, whole bunch of dead dudes.
The Kill Count can currently be watched on the pictured streaming platforms. Dead Meat always recommends you watch the Kill Count for yourself before it's Kill Count. It's the only way to have your own properly informed opinion. Kill Counts are never meant to replace the experience of watching a Kill Count.
Thanks a lot for watching this Kill Count for Intruder. This is one of those movies I've been wanting to do for years just because it's a fun, easy movie to cover in a Kill Count. Our schedule got a little overloaded this October and it seemed like the perfect time to slip something easier in there. I only wish it wasn't further prompted by the passing of Scott Spiegel. Rest in peace, dude. Took me quite some time to turn this whole set into a little grocery store, but I was just thinking about the Mist set deck the other day and how much I liked it, so I wanted to do something similar. Also, fucking Thrill of the Grill, are you kidding me? That wasn't even on purpose. That just came to us. That's fucking beautiful, man. Make sure you tune in to the Kill Count. It is an over hour-long episode about the history of dead meat. It is the most comprehensive history of the channel you're probably ever going to get from us, so tune in for it. I'm really excited for it. I want to thank some patrons like Shady9716, Andrew Caldwell, Kyle Johnson, and Nia Curry. Thanks, everyone. Be good people.